Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about noise pollution. What's meant by noise pollution? Or what are the causes for noise pollution? Then what are the harmful effects of noise pollution? How to control of noise pollution? This is the topic. So noise is nothing but undesirable, undesired high level sound, undesired high level of sound dumped into the environment. Undesired high level of sound dumped into the environment which is uncomfort for a human being. That's called noise. First term is a noise. Define the term noise. Noise means undesirable sound. Undesirable sound dumped into the environment which is uncomfortable for, which is unfit for the human being is said to be noise. So actually in India, Air Act came in 1981. In India, Air Act came in 1981. So according to Air Act is nothing but to control of air pollution. To control of air pollution or to reduce the air pollutants. So that is a control. Under Act, Air Act came in 1981. But noise also pollutant included in air pollution, that is in 1987. Very important. Very important here. Last time we had given that Environmental Act came in 1986. Environmental Act came in 1986. Now I am discussing Air Act came in 1981, but noise also included as a pollutant, that is in 1987. Then what are the sources of noise pollution, sir? Sources of noise pollution, we know very well. There are music instruments, loudspeakers, crackers, industries, traffic. So many of the reasons are causing for noise pollution. So heavy sounds of music instruments, DJ especially, loudspeakers, DJ, some functions, heavy sounds, it's causing noise pollution. Crackers, some festivals, they are using crackers. Industries, heavy machinery, heavy sound machinery. Then traffic, horn sounds. So it is giving main sources of noise pollution. Simple. Then what are the harmful effects of noise pollution? Before going to harmful effects of noise pollution, so noise measured by decibels. So what is the measurement of noise? Noise measured by decibel, dB measurement. Then harmful effects of noise pollution, sir. Harmful effects of noise pollution, you see. So it causes physiological and psychological disorders. Physiologically affected, psychologically affected. Physiologically, psychologically disorders. Then this is a chronic exposure to the relatively lower noise is nothing but may damage the hearing ability of a human being. So chronic exposure to relatively lower noise, they may damage to hearing ability, lower noise. Then not only that, noise pollution is causing sleeplessness, no sleeping, increase the heartbeat increases. Then breathing stress, breathing tense, hypertension. So many problems. This is a main causes of physiological, psychological disorders. Then chronic exposure to relatively lower noise may damage to hearing ability, sleeplessness and heartbeat, breathing stress, etc. This comes by noise pollution. Then some important points you can see here. Then just now I mentioned noise measured by decibel. Noise measured by decibel. So generally human being, normal human being, audible sound is a 50 decibel. 50 or 50 to 60 decibel audible sound. Then but human ear can detect 0 to 140 decibel also. 0 to 140 decibel, our ear can detect that sound. Then if 120 to 140 decibel, it causing pains. Then above 150 decibel, above 150 decibel किधर आता? Which is it is released from jet planes or rockets. So it is causing damage the eardrums. Question: in which of the following decibel or above the decibel causing damage the eardrums? Above 150 decibel. Very important. Above 80 decibels, we can call it as a noise. Generally, human audible sound, normal audible sound is a 50 or 50 to 60 decibel. Then it is reach up to 80 decibels. It is called noise. Then it is prolonged 120 or 115, that they may cause some problems of the ears. Then 120 to 140 decibels causing pain, ear pain. Then above 150 decibel damage the eardrums, deafness it comes. But human can can detect the 0 to 140 decibels of the sounds. So these are the harmful effects of noise pollution. Even 3 marks question also chances. What are the harmful effects of noise pollution means? You need to write this thing. First, this is very important. Physiological, psychological disorders. Then chronic exposure to relatively lower noise, damage to hearing ability. Then sleeplessness and increase the heartbeat and breathing stress increases. These are the main problems. Additional to that one, you may write like this also. Then how to control of air pollution? How to control of noise pollution, sir? So how to control? So control of noise pollution. Sound absorbent materials, mufflers. Sound absorbent materials or mufflers are used in industries. Use of sound absorbent material or mufflers in industries. Delimitation of horn-free zones. Delimitation of horn-free zones around hospitals and schools means permit the sounds. Then permissible sound levels around hospitals. Permissible sound around hospitals. The green muffler scheme also control the noise pollution. What is meant by green muffler scheme, sir? Allowing of growing of plants along the roadsides. Allowing of growing of plants along the roadsides is nothing but green muffler schemes. So these are the main steps to control of noise pollution. We are discussing control of air pollution now. A case study of Delhi was taken. Case study. In last classes, previous classes, the major reasons for air pollution, major pollutant for air pollution, effects of air pollution, that are already discussed. Now control of air pollution. A case study Delhi was taken. So with very large population of vehicular traffic, Delhi leads to country in its level of air pollution. So large population, vehicular population in Delhi. So high level of pollution, air pollution there. Then we are seeing, for example, Delhi has more cars than West Bengal and Gujarat. Both together, how many cars were there? Compared to that, many more cars are present in Delhi. Many more cars are present in Delhi. So in 1990, Delhi ranked 4th position among 41 most polluted cities in the world. Very, very, very important. So what is the rank of the Delhi among 41 cities in the world, most polluted cities in the world in 1990? So 4th rank allotted for the Delhi. Very, very important. So the scenario, the situation is very difficult, very dangerous. Then a pill means public interest litigation. Public interest litigation bill was filed in Supreme Court about air pollution in Delhi. So then SC means Supreme Court. Supreme Court was given some guidelines to control of air pollution to the government, central and state government of the Delhi. So Supreme Court had given some guidelines to control of air pollution. All public transport vehicles turn from diesel to CNG, means compressed natural gas. So Supreme Court guidelines, what are the guidelines by Supreme Court had given for control of air pollution in Delhi means all public transports, buses, auto, rickshaw, whatever that, all public transport vehicles turns from diesel to compressed natural gas. So by end of 2002, all the vehicles in Delhi should convert to run on CNG. By end of 2002, all the vehicles, what are the vehicles are present in Delhi, all the vehicles should run on CNG, converted to run on CNG, means compressed natural gas only in place of diesel and petrol. Sir, CNG, what is CNG? CNG means compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas. So advantages of CNG, you can see. So it burns completely, almost completely burns. For example, petrol and diesel, it uncompletely burns. So petrol and diesel burns uncompletely, but CNG burns almost completely, and better and cheaper than petrol and diesel. Rate also cheaper, better, better and cheaper than petrol and diesel. Cannot be siphoned off by the thieves like petrol and diesel. So cannot be siphoned off. Cannot be siphoned off by thieves like petrol and diesel. So no one taken like this. No one, thieves are not, it cannot possible to take this one. So these are the main advantages of CNG. Even 2 mark, 3 mark questions. Can you write the advantages of CNG? You have to write these points. Then major problems are there, main problems of CNG. Problems also there. What problems are? Difficulty laying down pipelines to deliver CNG through distribution pumps. Pipelines are laying down is difficult. Pipeline laying down is difficult. Distribution pumps difficult. Distribution, delivery, these are the difficult, main problem. So government, Supreme Court has given the guidelines to run on by the CNG, okay, very nice. CNG functions, advantage of CNG, problems also there. Whatever that. Then some other steps, simultaneously parallel steps, not only CNG, simultaneously parallel steps need to be taken to control of air pollution in Delhi, given by Supreme Court. Phasing out of old vehicles. Whatever the old vehicles, phasing out means every vehicle having some capacity, some lifespan, engine capacity. After 15 years, they are going to diminish. Phasing out of old vehicles. Use of unleaded petrol. Unleaded petrol. Kaiko unleaded petrol? I told in last class also. If it is used leaded petrol, it inactivate the catalyst. It inactivate the catalyst means to convert the unburnt hydrocarbon into carbon dioxide water. Inactivate the catalyst, which are using in catalytic converters. So use unleaded petrol. Use of sulfur, low sulfur petrol or low sulfur diesels. So sulfur content need to be used low level. Then use of catalytic converters. Catalytic converter need to use here. Catalytic converter I told already. Catalytic converter used in vehicles. Conversion of unburnt hydrocarbons into carbon dioxide water. Carbon monoxide converted into carbon dioxide. Then nitric oxide converted into nitrogen. Catalytic converters. Then follow the pollution level norms. Application of pollution norms. Follow the pollution norms. Euro 2 norms. Euro 2 norms need to be strictly followed here. Then we control of air pollution. What are the pollution norms, sir? What are Euro 2 norms, sir? What are Euro 2 norms? In European countries, to control of the air pollution, they are using, they are introduced Euro 2 norms, Euro 2 norms, Euro 3 norms. I mean, what sulfur content to be present in petrol, what sulfur content to be present in diesel. That was given by Euro 2 or Euro norms. That I will given through the document. You can look at on the screen. Yeah, you can look at the screen. Laws and policies in India to control of vehicular pollution. The government of India had taken new auto fuel policy. So according to auto fuel policy, to cut down vehicular pollution in Indian cities. So auto fuel policy led by Indian government to cut down vehicular pollution in Indian cities. So Euro 2 norms. According to Euro 2 norms, control sulfur content at 350 ppm. ppm means parts per million. Control sulfur content at 350 ppm in diesel, 150 ppm in petrol. So sulfur content at 350 ppm in diesel and 150 ppm in petrol. Levels of aromatic hydrocarbon used to be at 42% of the fuel. Aromatic hydrocarbons used to be at 42% of the fuel. In future also, reduce the sulfur to 50 ppm in petrol and diesel, 50 ppm in petrol and diesel, and bring down the level to 35%. That also need to be followed by new auto fuel policy. Upgrade vehicle engines. new engines, vehicle engines. These are main steps are need to follow to control of air pollution according to fuel policy. According to fuel policy. Yeah. Just now we had shown in the Euro 2 norms. According to Euro 2 norms, how to control of sulfur content in petrol and diesel we had seen. Then Bharat stage 3, Bharat stage 4, some other norms will be I was sending into the notes which additional points that you can follow for NEET or CET questions that will be benefit. For theory, this is the most this is very much enough, then not to worry. You have any doubt, you may chance to ask me. Thank you.